Hey guys, so I wanted to take a moment to show you how to take your evidence and put it into an essay. So I'm going to use this sample. You guys actually did a really great job of finding evidence. And considering how often you have not had the opportunity to do this, this is actually, you guys have done a great job, but we're going to look at it a little bit more in depth now, and hopefully this will make more sense. And then you'll see a type out of the essay with evidence. So again, we're only focusing on the evidence here. We already did the introduction. We already have our thesis. You all had this thesis. Although New Deal policies were designed to help Americans recover from the Great Depression, some policies made it extremely difficult for non-white Americans to buy homes and personal wealth. Now, if you consider what kind of evidence you want to use to support that, we want to definitely talk about the New Deal. The New Deal protected economic rights and tried to expand economic opportunities. We know that for sure. That was the goal of the New Deal. We know that the New Deal programs backed home loans and tried to make it easier for people to access mortgages. Again, that is their goal. Then we know that redlining and other policies made it nearly impossible for Black Americans to get home loans. And then because of this, because they did not have access to loans, they often had to rent or buy properties in less desirable neighborhoods. Due to that, as we continue down, right, home ownership can contribute to a generational wealth because it provides an asset that usually goes up in value, which means that owning a home can make it easier to borrow money and at lower interest rates because assets are very helpful. And finally, knowing all of this, non-whites are less likely or unable to purchase homes, and it was harder to build wealth over time. So we started with the New Deal, we went through the thoughts on our evidence, and we ended here with this thought that because of the difference in home ownership rates between whites and non-white families, the wealth gap between whites and non-whites has increased over time. And then we conclude with hopefully future government policies can address inequality. The whole point of this, right, is to address the part about New Deal policies making it extremely difficult for non-white Americans to buy homes and build personal wealth. And you guys did a lot of great work picking evidence that supports how difficult it was for non-white Americans to buy homes. And now we really want to work on taking that and turning it into this and an essay.